everybody. Today we are going to see exception handling in Java. For exception handling in Java, there are 5 keywords. Those are much important that we need to consider. The first keyword is try, second keyword is catch, third keyword is finally, fourth keyword is throws, and fifth keyword is throw. There are two ways basically with which we can handle the exception in Java. Now the first way is the try catch block. So in try catch block, the code we consider that where exception can generate, that code we need to mention inside the try block. And when the exception occurs, that exception will be thrown by try block and it will be caught by a catch block. So here you can see that I have written a class exception exe1. In that a public method is defined, public static void main method is there, and in this method I have created 3 integer variables a, b, c, where I have allocated value to the a is equals to 0 and for b equals to 40. Now here inside try block, first of all I have written the statement that system out of println before exception. So this statement will be executed in the try block. The next statement is c is equals to b upon a, where value of b is 40 and value of a is 0. So it creates a divide by 0 error, that is nothing but the arithmetic exception. So this exception will be thrown by try block and it will be caught by the catch block. So here it will print that exception, that is arithmetic exception, has been caught because we are passing the value e, that is the arithmetic exception object here, and it will print the exception is arithmetic exception. Now there is one more block I have written after the catch block, that is finally block. So after execution of this catch block, finally block will be get executed. Now the speciality of the finally block is that in any case if the exception is generated, then try block will not get executed completely, but catch block will be get executed, and after catch block finally block will be get executed. And if the exception is not generated, then try block get executed completely, and after try block the finally block get directly executed. Means in both cases either exception get generated or not, the finally block always get executed after the try catch block execution. Now the second way for handling the exception is what throws keyword is used here. So we need to mention the throws keyword after the method, where we can see that the exception may get generated in that method. So we need to write down throws keyword, and after throw keyword we need to write down the type of the exception. Here I have written the keyword exception, which is the general for the type of the exception. Now here you can see that in the main method again integer abc is declared, a is equals to 0, b is equals to 40, and c is equals to b upon a. Here again arithmetic exception will get generated and it will be thrown by this throws keyword. Now the fifth keyword is throw. So this throw keyword will be used for the handling or throwing the exception manually. Now these are the two different ways for handling the exception. First is try catch and second is using the throws keyword. Now for single try block we can write multiple catch blocks. For single try block we can write down the multiple catch blocks. Here for every catch block we can write down the different types of exception to be caught, such as arithmetic exception, it can be array index out of bound exception, or class not bound exception. And there are some exceptions, those are system generated exceptions. These will be handled automatically by the JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. Thank you.